I'm going to talk about Aristotle and Dante Discover the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. It's a book about two boys who meet one summer, begin a friendship, and impact each other's lives, I guess, in a really big way, I suppose. It is a story of two Mexican-American boys and them coming of age. I understand why it is a quintessential LGBTQIA novel, so I definitely suggest reading it. Check it out. I had a great time reading this. I love the writing. I felt like the writing was very, very sharp and to the point, although I do feel like some of the dialogue tags were unnecessary and there were times when there needed to be dialogue tags, but I just love the quick snappiness of the writing and there was like a poeticness to it. I appreciated that about the writing and about this book. Some of the themes that I felt like I got from the story. The effects of patriarchy on men, and young men growing up, coming of age and becoming teenagers. But the effects of patriarchy on people of color and LGBTQ plus people. It doesn't mean that this book was intended to be about patriarchy, just an anti-patriarchal book. It was political. It's definitely not that. But me, after reading The Will to Change by Bell Hooks, I went in having the information from this book, going into Aristotle and Dante Discover the Universe, using that information to dissect the characters and just get those themes out of this book. And it wasn't even reaching. It's so much that I was being very, very objective and very, very aware of okay, am I really seeing patriarchal elements of how patriarchy is just evil in this book. And the more I read and coming down to the end, it was yo, this is legit. It showed that men can be vulnerable and honest. That's what I loved about reading this book. And I also loved how it handled family and friendship. Those things were just so beautifully well done with this book. I loved the family elements. I appreciated them so much. I was invested in their families. I was just as much as they were invested in each other's families. I was invested in the friendships, the characters that came up. And it was great to see the contrast of families and to see that kind of blossom and open up within the story as it progressed. I'm surprised that I haven't seen this as a movie yet, because it's such a great book. I really, in my head, I'm seeing it. The setting, I know it's gonna be beautiful, just it's gonna be desert, it's gonna be suburban, but it's gonna be picturesque and just beautiful. It was well defined. Yeah, there wasn't too much of a plot, but enough plot points and story beats and moments that developed the characters, really showed their growth and their progression, and as corny as it is to say, a discovery of the universe in themselves. Overall, the book is really great. I enjoyed it. I recommend it. Read it for pride. Read it for when you just really need a good, feel-good, coming-of-age novel with really great characters. And I do see some of the trigger warnings that people were talking about when I read reviews of this book, for physical assault, for violence, for gay bashing and stuff like that, and trans bashing. But they are not extensive, since those stories are told in secondhand and they aren't in the moment point of view. I enjoyed this book, and if you've read it, definitely comment below. Tell me how you felt about it. Tell me how it went for you. I am looking forward to reading about other people's thoughts about it, hearing about other people's thoughts about it. I'm currently reading Kings, Queens, and In-Betweens by Tanya Boutejou, and I am enjoying it. It's pretty cute and adorable, because I'm at a point where we are crossing the threshold from regular life into a whole new world. No Aladdin. I'm enjoying it. I am looking forward to continuing on into the story. I got a little speculation. I got a little prediction for what is gonna go on with Ginny and Charles. I feel like a thing's happening. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. It's just giving me so much Pose and Paris is Burning feels, and I stand and I live. Shout out to this book. I'm out this bitch.